Alrighty, good morning, guys. So, it is day 2 of part 1 of Halloween, and I want to go over the Spiritomb quest to kind of see what we have to do for Spiritomb. Every year, we get a Spiritomb quest, we get a free check, and these can be shiny, but let's go see what the tasks are giving us this year to see what we need to do. As you see, I've done some of them because I've been kind of walking for a little bit. So we have to catch 108 dark or ghost types, make 108 nice throws, make 108 curveball throws, collect 1,080 max particles, and then use 108 berries to help catch Pokemon. And that reward is going to be a Spiritomb, and there's going to be other Pokemon checks. I want to say the first one, the catch 108 dark and ghost, that's a more Pico check as well for those who don't do Battle League. But we're going to walk around. I'm going to try to grind this out and see what else we get on the walk this morning and enjoying the first part of the Halloween event. Alrighty, so still grinding the Spiritomb, but I want to talk about Halloween Part 2. To look ahead, even though we just began Halloween Part 1. So Halloween Part 2 will continue Part 1 on Monday the 28th at 10 a.m. And we'll go all the way to Sunday, November 3rd at 8 p.m. local time. So we get 2 weeks of the Halloween event. So what makes Part 1 and Part 2 so different? Well, let's talk about what's debuting during Part 2, which are costume Pokemon. And not any costume Pokemon. We've had costume Pokemon in the past, right? It is 2 new costume Pokemon. One is going to be a Froakie, and the other one's going to be a Rowlet. And both of which can evolve their stages all the way up. So we have 6 new costume Pokemon for those who like collecting costumes. And a bonus on top of all that is that they can be shiny. So if you're looking for a shiny costume Pokemon, here's an opportunity. You have 1 week to try to get a shiny Froakie or Rowlet with a costume. So, not a bad little thing. I'm not the biggest fan of costume Pokemon. I know Kristen is, and Kristen is ecstatic for this, and she absolutely loves collecting costume Pokemon. So for those that know anyone that loves costumes, this is the event for you. The other piece that's coming in Part 2 is starting on the 31st, so on Halloween Day itself, we're getting Gigantamax Gengar introduced into that 6-star level Gigantamax of Pokemon Go. Now, at the time of recording, we have not seen the debuting of Gigantamax. That is going to be this weekend, and there's a lot of concern where they're like, oh, you need 10 to 40 and have to be local, and we don't know yet. So let's see how hard these Gigantamax battles will be, and then we'll temper our expectations for the Gengar release based on that information. But it's not a bad attempt. Like, we have Ghastlies in level 1, so if you're looking for a good Gengar, grind your Ghastlies. Get your Dynamax from the Ghastly, evolve that up, prep that, so that way you don't have to worry about, if you want a Gengar, this Gigantamax isn't the only way of getting it if you want a Dynamax Gengar. So the event bonuses for this portion, not any different than Part 1. Double Catch Candy, increase XL Candy for level 31 and higher if nice throws are better, increased chance of shiny Zoroark and Umbreon, and then we have increased chance of the following Pokemon that can be shiny in raids: the Gengar, Umbreon, Drifblim, Froakie, and Rowlet. I wouldn't go raiding for a shiny costume Pokemon personally, but you do you. But the one difference from this than we have in Part 1 are going to be eggs. We're going to have some costume Pokemon as well. From 7k eggs, Vulpix wearing a spooky costume, Pichu wearing the witch hat, and then Froakie and Rowlet wearing their Halloween costumes. And then the famous Halloween bonus on October 31st, there is a slight chance of getting Rare Candy or Rare Candy XL on nice throws or better. I know last year a lot of people tried it and they really didn't get much success. So it's up to you how much you play on Halloween to see how many Rare Candies you get. And hopefully you get a lot more than some people. I only got 1 last year. So my expectations for this bonus are very, very low comparatively. But other than that, everything else is more or less the same. And I'm going to go continue on my Spiritomb grind. I'll let you know when I get everything done. We can review what we get out of the free time research. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
The next day.
Alrighty, so 1 day later, because I can't get 1,000 plus max particles in a single day. Let's get the last little bit we need from this ghastly power spot here. And we've completed all the challenges for the Spiritomb challenge. So let's go look through all these, claim them all. First one here is the Morpeko. So the Morpeko is the new Pokemon debuting during this event. So I'm just going to Golden Razz and throw. But I love the Halloween events. I think they do it really, really well. I think it's one of the things as we get the new Dex entry. And then talks about the battles a little bit. Not the best IVs, but we'll take a new Dex entry every single time. So now we'll just claim the rest of these. So we should be getting one of each gendered Frillish, so a male and a female Frillish as the next two. But like I was saying, the Halloween events are always done really, really well. The music, the ambiance, the backgrounds, all of it is just done superbly. And it's one of the situations where I wish Pokemon and Niantic did more for other times of the year, and they really invested into this type of background and more things that we could look forward to. I know there's events like Adventure Week and Go Fests and tours that everyone loves, but like the background, the little ambiance, the change of the Pokestops to orange, the pumpkins, the special Halloween background. They only do this once a year, and I think they can slowly start rolling out. That would be my one wish, is to kind of make more events feel like this, so they feel more special. So last check before the Spiritomb, it is a Sableye. But it did take 2 days because of max particles. I was only able to get my capped out at the 800 yesterday, so I walked around a little bit and finished up everything today. So let's see, do we get a shiny Spiritomb? No shiny Spiritomb. The perfect is 888. We got an 875, so we got pretty close. The IV should be fairly good on this. And you can get Spiritomb in research tasks, so this is not going to be the only opportunity. And if you get the premium tickets, you would be able to get some more Spiritomb encounters as well. But I got a short, light, Spiritomb, but that's alright. Really what it is we went and did the timed research. We definitely got to enjoy the Halloween event. This is only part 1, like we talked about in the beginning. There is a part 2 coming out on the 28th. That's going to just add even more festive Pokemon to it. I'm really excited for that. Let me know in the comments which costume Pokemon you're looking forward to the most, because there are a lot of Pokemon returning and some new ones coming to us. But I'm going to go enjoy the weather, enjoy this event. I will see you guys later.